Let's jump to this next story from The Cut, New York. TERFs are boycotting Ulta Beauty.
I'm not ready.
How dare they? Last week, Ulta Beauty featured trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney on its podcast, The Beauty Of, during which she sat down with gender fluid hairstylist David Lopez to talk about her conservative upbringing, coming out as trans, and chronicling her journey on TikTok. I know I can find love. I know I can still be a performer. I know that I can have a family, she said. I want to be a mom one day, and I absolutely can. Featuring a trans woman on a podcast about girlhood was apparently too much to bear for hordes of transphobic Twitter users who are now calling for a boycott of the beauty company. Let me pause. The hashtag boycott Ulta, the women are saying it's two adult males discussing, quote, the beauty of girlhood. Let me just show for you the introduction to the podcast, which is causing outrage.
And we're on day 167 of Girlhood.
Mr. Hollywood, I'm right here.
Hollywood, zoom in on that.
What was Dylan doing with putting the hands like that and then shaking?
Talking about girlhood.
No, but what is that move? Is that a thing?
That's like
the shimmy,
shaking your boobs, like Mr. Hollywood, look at the camera type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, so this story's been going viral. I think this video came out last week. Now they're saying boycott Estee Lauder because Estee Lauder also featured a trans person, and I don't know, Blair.
Well,
take it away.
There's just like a lot to unpack. Okay. So first of all, the idea that it's TERFs who are upset over the Ulta video seems pretty ridiculous. I mean, I get called a TERF despite the fact that I'm trans and not a feminist, which it's trans exclusionary radical feminist. How am I both of those things? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So, people are upset, and honestly, it's because of Dylan Mulvaney, which first of all, why didn't you change your name? Why are you still Dylan? Second of all, there's something really creepy about like an adult claiming to be experiencing girlhood. Like, even if this person's going to run with the idea that they can become an actual woman, and even if that's the narrative, that doesn't make you a girl. So it's this weird, like, infantilizing thing that's disturbing.
So I think this might be a troll.
I wish.
And I don't know how you talk about this while trying. Look, I don't care if someone's gender fluid. I don't care if someone's trans. People can live their lives if they want to hang out. In fact, this is interesting, Blair, you brought up that you've been on the show. This is your fourth time, but we've never actually talked about any of this stuff.
Not once. In fact, in the car up here, I was like, it's really cool that they don't have me just to only talk about trans stuff. But like, I'm ready to finally talk about some trans stuff. And people have been begging me to talk about Dylan Mulvaney. So
really?
Wow. Yeah, it's one of those things. Because a lot of trans people hate it. Gay people hate it. It's like just the stuff that Dylan says,
let me play this video. Many of you may have seen, but this, like, you saw the pushing the chest and shaking thing. Let me play this video, which has been viral for some time now.
Being a girl, and today I'm in nature. Trees, I love them. Water, lakes, I love them. Heels, they're my hiking heels. I love them.
Okay, so we'll just go step. Actually, let me play this next part.
I love them. Okay, come on.
So first, I'll start with the hiking heels. This is why I say I feel like this is a troll. Women don't do that. This is not girlhood. There is nothing about wearing high heels while hiking. Women go hiking all the time. They have boots. You go to the REI and they have a women's section for athletic boots. What about being a girl means you wear high heels in the wilderness?
Well, this is a sexist's idea of what women do, right? So that's the thing about wokeness, is it always comes full circle. It's like, we're going to erase stereotypes, and people are more than the sum of their stereotypes. And now it's back at the point where it's like, actually, we are all just stereotypes.
But this, I understand why people think this individual is making a mockery or trolling them, because like, we're not seeing people rag on you over things like this.
I know people that know Dylan, and it's not a troll. It's a real person.
No, I know Dylan's a real person.
No, I mean, like, it's not like they really do identify as trans, and this is their like really disgusting, childish view of what that is.
Are you sure? Because there's another video released by Dylan, literally talking about how we have to normalize women having bulges in their pants as they wear tight pants. So that seems like a total troll.
But also another big part of the boycott outrage was that Dylan Mulvaney did a video with a bunch of tampons, like a handful, like a novelty amount, saying that they've been carrying them around for a long time but don't need them. and then refers to women's junk as Barbie pouches. But like,
oh my God.
No, but like, what we're seeing. Let me play this again. I want you to listen to this.
My hiking heels. I love them. Okay, come on.
That laugh.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Like, look, man. This is maybe they're genuine and that's just who they are, and okay, but you know, all of these things together, which are seemingly intended to be as offensive as possible to women. Like the end of this video is let me jump to it, where Dylan falls. Bug. Watch. Falls over.
Oh. Did you see that? I gotta get out of here.
Very fake. Gotta get out of here. Like, you're wearing heels in the woods is not a thing women do. Like, like,
well, and what's that outfit too? Is that like a workout bra and underwear? What is he wearing?
So, I suppose I guess what I'm trying to say is, women aren't scared of bugs. There is a stereotype of women being scared of bugs, but there are many women who go hiking. I Googled famous female entomologists. There's like tons of women who have made major discoveries with insects. This just seems like Dylan is trying to insult women by engaging in the most extreme and offensive stereotypes possible. I'd liken it to someone putting on blackface and then screaming about fried chicken. But I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to call out someone I think is intentionally trying to be offensive. Like, I'll say it again, wearing high heels in the woods is a joke. Like, that's not a real thing.
You know, I don't think Dylan's like trying to offend people. I think Dylan is just such a narcissist that it's just like, you know, this person went viral on TikTok. They have this huge following. I think it's just, this is Dylan being a narcissist, not caring how it looks, right? So it's the over the top, like caricaturized, like, oh, a bug and falling and acting stupid, right? It's like the stupid woman stereotype. So it's just such a narcissist. He doesn't care how it affects people. So I think that's...
At the beginning of the Ulta video, he said this is day 150 of Girlhood. So... Right. He's newly transitioned and is documenting.
That was how Dylan got like famous, was documenting day 1, day 2, day 3 in these like really stupid videos. So yeah, like, who does this help, right? It helps Dylan because it gets followers and whatever. But like, it pisses off women. Definitely pisses off trans people. It just hurts everyone. And the Ulta thing, I think we were talking about earlier, how it's like the market has kind of capped with women buying cosmetics. It's like now they have to sell to males.
That's it right there. That's the answer.
Right.
The reason why I think they do the beauty of... So look, capitalism is why you are going to see more and more of this, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Even with the Ulta boycott, it's very few women who are going to do it. The average woman says, I don't care about politics. I just need, you know, foundation 122 or whatever number it is. I don't know. We got a bunch of makeup because for people of the show, when they want to cover stuff up, so we have all the different, I don't even know anything about it. But we went to Dollar General and I just grabbed a thing. I was like, there you go. Now we got makeup. We have a makeup department. But so the average woman goes to Ulta and just says, I need foundation. They're not going in and be like, did you see the latest podcast with Dylan Mulvaney? What this does do, however, is for gender non-binary people, for trans people, they are expanding their market share. Ulta and Estee Lauder and these other companies are like, we have maximized the amount of money we can make. What do? Well, we can release a new top-of-the-line eco-friendly version. It's like, we've done that over and over again. What if we sell to men? Men don't wear makeup. What if we create a culture around males actually wearing makeup? Surprise, surprise. Big YouTubers that are males who wear makeup, be they trans or gay or just for, like, there are just straight guys that are, you know, metro or whatever they call it, who wear makeup. This is a maximum market share opportunity for Ulta. They're probably having meetings saying, we don't care about the culture. We care about, can we sell more? And now we can. We have just opened up half the population that we were missing before.
Yeah, it's true. And there are like tutorials on YouTube for like how to wear like straight man makeup. It's like they're really expanding it, you know. But
I'm gonna invest in the beard trimmers for women industry very soon now.
Right, that's next.
There's a pro athlete recently who started a makeup line, a male. Do you remember
really?
I think it was a Yankees player or someone.
Male makeup?
Male makeup has been a huge thing in Korea and K-pop scene for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, don't mess with K-pop fans either. When we're talking about anime fans, you're talking about that. I was like, dude, don't touch the
padded
K-pop
underwear.
Yeah,
women got padded bras. Boys. It's time to get that padded underwear.
And chicken cutlets.
Those already exist.
Chicken cutlets?
Yeah, you don't know what chicken cutlets are?
No,
what's
It's
that?
you know how
You
women
put it in your bra.
Yep, how women fake dudes.
Yeah.
Chicken cutlets?
Yeah, they have like literal. They kind of look like chicken cutlets.
They're like little
but they
implants.
Make their, yep.
Well,
Oh, but like it's like bras with.
Yes.
Oh
No,
you put it in the bra.
no. You put it in the bra.
Oh, right.
So it makes the woman look like she's more busty.
Oh, like in the Misery Business music video. You know, Paramore.
Oh yeah, when they rip it out.
She pulls them out of the girl's bra.
I'm starting the Womanscape business. This is official. I needed a company. I needed a product.
Right.
Womanscape right now. We're doing this. Anyone in the male sculpting industry, hit me up right now, and we'll do this.
You know what's interesting about the Ulta thing though is that they had the comments turned off, and then they turned them back on. There's a bunch of hidden replies, but I think they got dragged so hard for hiding them. Now they're allowing them. But I mean, it's bleak. It's like no one likes this stuff, and the blanket, phrasing that it's all TERFs that are upset about it. It's like, I don't think even 20% of people who are complaining about it know what a TERF is.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of videos from just like run-of-the-mill college-age women being like, 2 adult males talking about girlhood is offensive. It's the weirdest thing to me, though, in the hierarchy of oppression, that like women are now basically off. Like women throughout history, they say patriarchy, all these things. Now all of a sudden you've got biological males talking about girlhood, and when a woman speaks up, the woman is the problem.
Well, this is the problem with the trans movement in general, and why like I learned very early on, even despite being trans, that I didn't want any part of it. It's like it's not just about you for these people, it's about everyone else as well. So it's not just enough for Dylan to be like, this is me. It's like Dylan saying, this is me, and it doesn't matter how far I take it, everyone just has to be cool with it. Like there used to be this goal within the trans community of like an integration into society. And it's the exact opposite now. Now it's this adversarial relationship, and it's a movement that poses a threat to women and children now, which I don't think any movement that even is perceived that way can survive.
Well, I think, thinking on a deeper level, in my own personal opinion, the last few years, there was a psychological, emotional, and physical war against men. And I think that war was very successful, and it destroyed manhood, masculinity, testosterone, sperm levels, you name it. The modern man has been pretty much subjugated and destroyed. Now I think the agenda is moving up towards women, and I think the same thing's happening to women right now, and we're seeing the early phases of this larger psychological, mental, physical, and emotional attack that they're going through.
Do you think one solution, Luke, might be that men should sunbathe their testicles?
Well, you got to be careful getting too much heat on your balls, because it's actually bad for...
This is a Tucker Carlson reference.
Does it work,
Yeah. I actually did a video about this on my own whole members area. Should you suntan, should you red light your balls? The short and sweet of it, I'm not going to make you go there and watch it just to get the answer. No, because it's too much heat, and too much heat on your balls is not good for you. This is why a lot of people say, holding a laptop in your lap is actually really bad for you, especially when it comes to your reproductive organs. Keeping your balls cool is actually what you should be doing, and what a lot of fertility doctors are telling them to do.
So you're saying skinny jeans was a conspiracy by Bill Gates to reduce the population?
Could be. I don't know if it's by Bill Gates. It's probably by the fashion industry, which is connected to a lot of people who love to go on that island that we love to talk about, Mr. Epstein's island. So the fashion industry, again, a lot of the top people, Victoria's Secret, you name it, all of those fashion moguls. There's a reason. I think personally they try to make their models look like little young boys. I think there's a reason for this specifically. There's a big connection to a lot of very sinister, really bad people. But yeah, men have been essentially demasculated, just kicked out, just destroyed. I think now we're seeing the beginnings of the destruction against women.
And I wore skinny jeans as a kid, and now look at me. So
Wow.
Just saying.
I don't see any of this going away, because
No.
there's more money to be made than lost. It's just that simple. Like think about anything, any kind of product that has a small market share, and you will see them try to expand it. This is what we've been seeing across the board. The reason why Disney is trying to do diversity is it's not because many of the younger employees are probably fully into the die cult, but a lot of the executives are just like, we're not making enough money. Like, we've capitalized the white suburban mom market. How do we get these other markets? And it's like, well, you've got to make products for those markets. So this is why there's a conspiracy theory that there's a mixed race agenda, because almost every commercial now shows a mixed race family.
Yeah.
It is not because they're trying to get people to race mix. It's because they're trying to make one commercial with one budget that will cater to a black person and a white person at the same time. Yeah. The problem is it ends up just being alienating for everybody because people don't relate to these like. Right. You do a commercial where it's a family in a suburb, regardless of race, with granite countertops, and they're pouring bowls of cereal or making Rice Krispie treats together. That is meaningless to people who live in cities. That is not a relatable experience. Doesn't matter what your race is. But a lot of people are conspiracy theorists will see that and they'll be like, they're trying to convince us to have interracial relationships. And it's like, bro, I think that might have been like 60 something years ago. Right now, they're just trying to not spend money on marketing. That's the real conspiracy.
And what better way to market than to stir up controversy, than to have everyone talk about you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
So, look at like Ulta's probably high-fiving their marmarketing team right now for this.
Right.
Like, we nailed it. Everyone hating us.
And they're going through a list and they're going to be like, we got this podcast, but Timcast IRL talked about it for 20 minutes. And they're going to go, wow, good job, guys.
And there's something to that because it's like, as much as the video annoyed me and it's gross and I maybe won't shop there for a couple weeks. It's like when this is the back of my mind just gone in history, I'll just be shopping at Ulta. Like,
you're gonna be like walking down the street looking at your phone as someone criticizes this, and then you're gonna look to your left at Ulta, and they're gonna have new shiny cosmetic, and you go, oh, and then you're gonna turn your phone off, walk inside, and buy it.
Exactly.
But I don't mean that like even for you. I mean like most people.
It's
like,
true.
Look at all the things Netflix has done, and I'm willing to bet tons of people who watch would still have Netflix. So you had Cuties. You also had you still have Big Mouth, which I can't believe exists as a TV show.
What's Big Mouth?
Yeah,
it's about prepubescent or I guess pubescent children having adult interactions.
It's like their puberty monster, right? It's like their monster.
Yeah, it's children going through puberty and them showing it.
Right.
Like naked little girls and like little boys.
What's the purpose?
Yeah,
it's funny to them, I guess. I don't.
Funny.
Is it like a reality, like documentary?
It's a cartoon.
Series?
It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon where the characters are voiced by adults. It's on like season 7 or something, and they've been subject to repeated controversies. One where it had like 12-year-old girls, cartoons, mind you, but naked, walking around in a bathhouse with a bunch of other naked women, singing about why their bodies are beautiful. And the left was like, it's body positivity, it's fine. And people were like, why are they making a show about sexualized children? Then they came out with Cuties. It's not the first time they've done this. But despite all of this, I'm willing to bet a ton of people who listen to the show and agree that it's bad still have Netflix accounts. Yep. I personally don't. I tell other people not to have it. Other people I know who work here, they've got them. And so it's like, what are you going to do? Here's what I even say. Become a member at timcast.com. Smash the like button, all that stuff. However, I know that it's not completely reasonable to tell everybody to just cancel their entertainment. Despite the fact that Hulu, Netflix, Amazon have all done these bad things, people want the shows that are good or the shows that are bad. But in the end, the money that you pay ends up going to the bad stuff. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to make culture and make content, and it's just not easy. We're competing with multi-billion-dollar corporations, and we are a company of like 30 people. But I'm hoping that with what the Daily Wire is doing, with what we're doing, and of course many others, eventually people will just be like, I don't want Netflix for political reasons, but I also don't need Netflix because these other platforms are creating something that's entertaining enough for me.
Right. I'm surprised there was a show on Netflix actually promoting people going through puberty at all, because usually they're trying to like block people's puberty now.
Well, yeah, you're trying to create new customers with getting men to buy makeup. I mean, when you're convincing kids to become trans, you're talking about millions of dollars per patient.
Well, the money is also in that too. And there's a conversation we had about big pharma and how trans surgeries it's going to become like $1 billion industry now, and like what better way than to include kids? When historically that's just not the case. It was always like one or two one-offs in Sweden or one of these more progressive European countries, and now it's like kids in Texas.
The end result of so much of this, whether intentional or not, is population reduction. Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast, and there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., and we'll see you all there.